Peace and harmony, family. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I just wanted to talk about obstacles, and how a shift in your mindset can make you think differently about what you experience throughout your everyday life. Like, you could be having what you think is a bad day, and on top of that, to end the day, you could get like a flat tire, and you ain't got no spare tire, so you just kind of like, oh my gosh, this is the worst day of my life. But it's all through perspectives. What I learned in these past 3 going on 4 years of my life, and just the different obstacles that I've been experiencing, and each of those moments, that was Spirit telling me that I needed to slow down. That was Spirit telling me that I needed to be more in tune and aware of myself, because I feel like when we go through certain obstacles and things are not panning out for us like we wanted to, we tend to try to take actions into our own hands instead of trusting what divine is wanting us to do. We go against that all the time due to programming, due to our environments, even due to our beliefs. But what I realized with having this change of perspectives on what I experienced throughout life, my initial reaction now is, what is required of me at this time? Like, I don't care if I needed a starter one time and I didn't have the funds to get it done. So I'm like, man, like, my initial response is like, oh my gosh, like, I just didn't need this to happen right now. But then, I started thinking to myself, I'm like, you know what? This is Spirit telling me that I need to sit down. I needed to get some things done, which I did. I did need to get some things done, because oftentimes I feel like we want to overwork ourselves. We feel like if we not doing a bunch of work, like a bunch of labor, we're not doing things. Because I would get to certain points like that, even as an entrepreneur. Like, I would get to certain points, like, if business was not doing what I wanted it to do, like, I would go and do something else. Like, I would be unsatisfied and I would go do something else, knowing that my passions is with skincare and doulaship. Like, knowing those things I would still try to go get a job. I would still try to go do something that was just not aligning, and then I would try and figure out why I'm at this job and so much chaos is happening, and I'm experiencing delays and all this stuff. And I'm like, because I'm ignoring God's calling for me. I'm sitting here literally trying to please my own self, trying to stick with societal norms. I'm trying to go against what literally God is calling me to do. Like, I'm literally doing that. And I don't know why at the age of 28 it's more clearly now than it was before. Like, that's another thing that I learned, which is part of an obstacle in life, is it's good for you to have that guidance from trusted people who actually got common sense. It's good to have people in your life who can guide you during certain seasons of your life. But I realized it's not until you experience certain things that you really understand fully, like, you have that wisdom behind it. Like, I can have the knowledge of something, but to really have that wisdom to make a sound and wise decision, I did not have that. And that alone shifted my perspective on how to view obstacles and how to get through obstacles, get over those hurdles that we call life. I don't have bad days. I don't care what's going on. I don't care if I don't even want to call on nothing bad in my life, but I just take it and I look at it as, okay, I must be needing to do something else. Like, this is God must want me to be doing something else, and I'm sitting here trying to do crazy long hours working when I could be doing my purpose and my calling, and all I got to do is rest in that and trust in that, and God will make a way. Let me tell you, over these past few months, some of the obstacles I've been experiencing, if it was not for God, baby, I don't know how I was gonna make it sometimes. Like, I promise you, like, I kid you not, like I kid you not, I don't know how I was gonna make some of these things. And you know, that comes from just having a shift in your mindset. Like, people can talk all day about having, like, you have to change your mindset, change your paradigm, but you can give people knowledge of this information, but if they don't have the wisdom, which is like the experience from it, it's not gonna hit them the same. And I had to understand that, like, at a full capacity. Like, I had to really understand that for myself, because I would have so much knowledge of so many different things, and it's not till I'm turning 28 in my Saturn return where I'm like, okay, I really understand this now. Like, I really understand the importance of this. I really get it now. Like, you know, and I give myself all the grace and all the patience to be able to get through my days. And I love the tribe that I've been praying for, like my tribe of women right now. Shout out to the Real Safe Space, shout out to Elone, shout out to Jazz, Booney, like the girls. Like, I have never, like, I prayed to God to bring me my tribe years ago, and I realized in that I had friends that I was losing. I had friends that our friendship was 10 plus years, and I was losing those friends, and I was just losing relationships, or just coming out of relationships and unions with people. And I'm like, wow, like, like, why I keep losing people? But what I realized is God literally, and I mean literally brought me my tribe of women. I'm talking about, I love that each of these women, I love that they are older than me, because they're like, I'm 28, they're early to mid 30s. I love that, because that's literally the next chapter that I'm going into. And these women, just being with them and next to them and communicating with them, the way they have lifted my spirits and helped me to build my trust has been within myself and within my relationship with God, and trusting in what's going on with my life and allowing things to be. Oh my goodness, when I tell you, my faith in everything that I do is immaculate. Like, it's truly beautiful. And I'm just thankful that God sent me my tribe of women, and I'm just super excited. So when it comes to certain obstacles that you experience in life, lean on to God and lean on to the tribe that is also uplifting themselves, and they want you to win as well. So, like, all of these women, we hold each other accountable. Like, it's just, God has been good, okay? So when it comes to the obstacles that you experience, shift your perspective. By, even if you feeling like this is negative, stop yourself immediately. Like, no, we're not thinking like this today. What is required of me right now, Spirit? And Spirit might say something to you that you don't even think is like, it makes sense. But it's like, when you really sit down after you get out of that situation or that experience, and you sit down, you're gonna realize, like, okay, Spirit, I did ask you what is required of me, and you told me I needed to breathe and sit down, but at that time I could not breathe and sit down, but probably you really could. But when you have that chance to do that, you'll realize that was the right thing that you needed to hear at that right time. So when we talk about getting over obstacles, it means stopping yourself at that first negative thought, that negative, and just just no, I'm not thinking about that today. Like, no, we're gonna think of something positive. Like, it's so many things that you can do to shift your paradigm. You can read self-help books, you can listen to motivational speeches. Even in that time that you feel the most negative, like, you can literally, and I mean literally, you can watch those videos and it shifts your perspective. It helps you to think positive. It's sometimes I be riding, sometimes I don't even be hearing, like, I be in my mind sometimes, but I also have like Neville Goddard playing in the background, because subconsciously I'm still soaking up that information. You know, that's becoming part of my energy. Like, I'm still, like, even though I'm driving or whatever, like, subconsciously I'm still taking on that information. So, you know, being mindful and being intentional in the process. And I know that it's easier said than done, or really it is easy, but maybe we've been programmed to think that it's easier said than done. So, you know, it's all just perspectives. So with that being said, y'all, I got something to do with my vlog, cooking today. So I will be right back.